to see that you guys were selected to the Knoxville Regional?
It's a great feeling, to kind of be in this spot for the first time in a while with this program. All the work we put in, win the regular season, win the tournament. We knew we were going to get in. It was just a matter of where and when, and we're ready to go.
The feeling of the reaction of the guys around you, your teammates around you, in that moment that you knew was going to happen, but that moment of experiencing it, what was that like?
It's super special. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of it for the first 2 years of my college career, and nothing beats the feeling. The anticipation of sitting there and watching. It's especially with a group of guys like this, nothing beats it.
Thoughts about Cincinnati being in the same regional as you guys?
Yeah, it's exciting. We had a few matchups with them this year, and obviously we had our one game get canceled against them, so we're ready to get our payback and see them soon.
What's gotten you guys to this point, man? You guys are playing well.
Yeah, it's it all starts with the hard work that we put in the fall. The early mornings, the long days in the fall. Each and every day, leads up to points like this. Winning the regular season, winning the MAC tournament. It's always the first thing that's on our mind. So to go in and do this, we're excited to see where we can take it.
What makes you believe that this team can not just go to a regional, but go to a regional and make some noise?
I think it's the bond that we share. It's the work ethic that these guys have. We have a lot of experience on our roster. Just to go in and play in an atmosphere like this is going to be super exciting. And, I think these guys are ready to take it on. And, just with the offense that we have, the pitching that we have, I think, we put that all together and we're ready to make some noise. So.
First off, just start out with saying how exciting is it to be at this point?
Yeah, it's very exciting. I mean, getting to be here for 4 years and kind of being at rock bottom and getting to have this opportunity to see our name in the selection show is definitely probably one of the coolest feelings we've gotten here.
Pinpoint what the journey's been like this year. There's got to be something that kind of stuck out the most.
Yeah, I would just say probably all the fall practices. I mean, I remember sitting in the locker room 5:30 with all the guys and just wondering, man, is it worth it? And we're like, yeah, it's gonna be worth it at the end of the year. And obviously, getting to this point, it was all worth it. All those morning practices, 2 days. The season was great, but I still think the very big turning point was the fall and all the hard work we put in to get to there.
Top-notch hitting. You guys aren't making errors. You got great pitching. It just all came together this weekend. Just go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, like I said, I always give it back to the fall, all the fall stuff. We worked hard over the course of the fall and especially the spring. We had that turning point in the year. We kind of got beat down early in the year, and we still just stayed at it and kept working hard. Went back to the morning practices and just kept working together. And I think the culture of this team, you can't describe it, but just something that we kind of have together and the friendships we make. We all know that we're going to be playing for each other's backs, and I don't think you can really beat that.
What was your reaction to the regional picks there?
Yeah, it's obviously awesome to see getting paired with Cincy. I know we've played them a couple times, especially being here. We play them every year, especially in the Knoxville Classic, and it's always good to play them. It's always a great game, very close game usually, but we'd love to play them.
What was it like looking at the TV screen and seeing Miami pop up there?
Yeah, it was a feeling that I guess I'd never really thought I was going to see, but getting able to have the opportunity this year was definitely probably one of the best feelings in the world. What
was your reaction personally, and what's going through your mind in that moment?
I kind of blacked out for a little bit of it, but definitely once I kind of came back to reality, just the feeling like, man, we get to go and compete for just another win, one win at a time, and get to keep playing baseball is the best feeling.
Okay, so then 30 seconds after you all are selected, Cincinnati pops up there, and you see them up there. What's your reaction to that like?
It's awesome. They're a great team, and obviously a ton of guys on the team being from around here. We play them all the time. We know a lot of guys on that team, and it's just great to see where they've gone, and being able to be in that regional with them is just awesome.
What do you remember about the 4-inning non-game?
It was a windy one, wet one, but it was a close game. It was a back and forth, a couple home runs. I know both pitchers on both sides were happy that they're not on the records anymore. But it was a great game. It was close. We wanted to play, they wanted to play, but obviously it just didn't work out with the weather.
All right, we have to get your reaction too, man. Like to see Miami pop up there. How cool was that?
Yeah, it was a great feeling. It's something that I'll never forget as long as I live. Obviously, experienced some ups and downs throughout my 4 years, but definitely made it worth it seeing our name pop up there. So.
Talk about what the transition from your first year to this year and what Miami baseball's been like.
Yeah, it's obviously the ability to play college baseball is an amazing opportunity. But obviously we've had a little more success, especially this year, and it's just a great opportunity to be able to share it amongst the guys and be able to play for each other. Something that I'll never forget. So.
What's the motto been? What's the motto been for you guys? You guys have any certain standard that you guys are living by right now?
Yeah, it's definitely built on blue collar grit and hard work, and it comes back to the work we put in behind the scenes. We know that we believe in the work that we put in. It's just a matter of demonstrating it on the field, but we believe in the work we put in and the work that we've done with the guys around us. So again, it just goes back to the work and the preparation that we put in throughout the weeks. So
this hasn't been done since 2005. Can you kind of take that in and kind of hone in on what that's like?
Yeah, it's an incredible feeling. I'm just happy to be a part of it, and I'm just happy that all the guys around us that I've gotten so close with has been able to experience it as well. So it's a great feeling.
You said a couple times that it's a feeling you'll never forget. Why is that?
I think it's just the fact that we've been able to experience some of the lows, and so just to experience some of the highs that Coach Smiley's always talked about. It's just a great opportunity to experience. So.
What was that moment like when you see Miami up there on the screen and everybody celebrates?
Yeah, it was a great feeling. It's just pure joy. Really, you're not really thinking about really anything. You're just able to experience it and live in the moment. So.
Do you know what you did? What was your reaction personally?
I think I gave Ty, the guy next to me, a hug, and gave Christian a little fist bump. But yeah, it was a great feeling, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
What's it going to take for you guys to go down there and have success in the regional?
It just goes back to focus on what we can control. It's the same game we've been playing all our lives. It's just a different opponent, so we just got to take it one game at a time, one pitch at a time, and we'll do our thing.
What's it like to see Cincinnati pop up there in the same regional as you guys?
It was pretty cool to see. We've always had a lot of close battles with them, so to be able to potentially play them at a bigger stage it's a pretty cool feeling.
What do you remember about the 4-inning game against them earlier this year?
Yeah, it was a back and forth game. We got out to an early lead, and then they started to bounce back a little bit. But obviously we both wanted to keep playing, but the weather wasn't able to work out in our favors. So.
Coach, to get to this point, you've got to be super ecstatic for your guys and for yourself there. Just go ahead and talk about what it's been like.
No, ecstatic is the right word. I think we're, as a staff, I'm speaking for our entire coaching staff, our administration, we're just happy for our players to see all their hard work come to fruition. And like we've talked about, that I don't know if the championship wasn't won over the weekend. It was won back in September, October, November, those early mornings. That's when all the work was put in, and to see the fruits of their labor come out like that, and them to experience coming out on top, fun to watch.
We got to say, since 2005, this hasn't been done. To say that's got to be really, really neat to think about.
There's no question. Whenever we got here as a coaching staff, the players were really good. It just needed a little bit of spark, a little bit of rejuvenation. There was never a lack of talent. It was just, could we get the players believing in themselves as much as we believed in them as coaches? That was our ultimate quest. And little by little, day by day, month by month, week by week, that you could see the confidence start building, not only in them as individuals, but the confidence as a team. Yeah.
Could you see this at the beginning of the season? Could you see this from your guys' program?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was never a question of talent. Like I said, it was you could absolutely see a conference championship type of team, and we saw it as coaches. Like I said, the quest was getting the players to see it. That was the ultimate quest as a coach, and that's the hardest part. But that's also the funnest part and most rewarding part. Whenever you see a group of guys come together and finally realize that, you know what, we're just as good, if not better, than everybody else, and then they start believing it, and then they roll.
To see the moment where the selection happened and the celebration among your guys, what is that specific moment like for you, and what were you thinking during that moment?
Well, you just go back to all those early mornings, all those tough practices, and as certainly as a head coach, but all of our coaches, we're demanding. We demand a lot for them. We expect a lot from them. They never complain. They're never down. You've got to kill them if you want to beat them. This group is truly, truly tough as nails. Every time they get knocked down, they get up. So to see them come through a lot of those lows that they experienced and come out on top is really cool.
What's it going to take for this team to go down I-75 and have success in the regional?
Well, we just got to keep doing what we're doing. The message is the mound's still 60 feet, 6 inches away from home plate. The bases are 90 feet away from each other. It's the same game. You got to pitch it. You got to throw strikes. You have to eliminate free bases, and you have to get some timely hits. Pitch it, pick it up behind them, and get some hits with runners in scoring position, especially with 2 outs.
Okay, so you all are selected to Knoxville, and then 30 or 40 seconds later, Cincinnati selected to Knoxville. Your thoughts about Cincinnati being in the same regional as
well? It's cool. I mean, you get to see 2 programs that have been kind of rejuvenated over the past couple of years. Coach Bishel, what he's doing down in Cincinnati is remarkable, and he has a long track record of winning at a high level. And then to see us get paired together is awesome. We played each other earlier. We actually played 4 innings that never counted because it got rained out or stormed out. So maybe we can finish that game. That is a cool thing to see 2 fairly local teams get a square off in a region.